This is the World of Sports Network presentation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the G to the U to the R to the U. Hey, y'all, welcome. So today, we're going to discuss the trade deadline. The trade deadline is coming up, man. From the first guy that should be traded, man. We're going right to Cincinnati with wide receiver John Russ. Yeah, I know. I got y'all on that one. But yes, John Russ, man, the speed demon. John Russ got to go. Like, he's not doing anything in Cincinnati. He's not productive in Cincinnati. I don't care about stats. I'm not even going to give y'all stats because he don't have no stats for me to give you. But one thing that John Russ do have that I know he didn't lose is this man could still run straight down the field, man. So with that said, some of the little landing spot, I think John Russ should be a vital point. It could be a key contributor in the team. I see a team like the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, my man Kyle Shanahan, dude. I love Kyle Shanahan. You all know, but this offense is missing certain things, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's missing that explosive vertical threat. Kyle always had one, man. Even back in the days in Washington when he had Aldrick Robinson, man. And then he tried to have one with Marquise Goodwin over there in San Fran, but it just never worked out. So with this offense, what makes it superiorly potent is having the ability of having a vertical threat. And a guy like John Ross, especially with Shanny creating all those options and then the play action, boom, I can see John Ross being a very, very good asset in Santa Clara and in San Francisco, man. And another place John Ross I think would be a good place he could settle at is in Los Angeles Rams, bro. So I think John Ross is going to be a battle. It's going to be either the 49ers or the Rams. They needed the 49ers. The Rams is also one of those teams they're a horizontal team, man. Most of the routes you see them play, it's always sideways, left, sideways, right. Speed option here. Speed motion there. It's just it's a horizontal offense. And then when the Rams offense was actually at its best, is when they had Brandon Cooks. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Cooks gave them that vertical threat, which opened up more stuff down as far as the acute intermediate stuff, man. So that's what they're kind of lacking right now. And I believe a guy like a John Ross could also elevate a guy like a Jared Goff and McVay's offense, man. So another guy staying in Cincinnati, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to offload, man. Cincinnati basically got to start over, man. I think they got to get rid of my man AJ Green, dog. They got to do my man is solid, man. It's time, man. My man paid his dues, dog. My man paid his dues. He's been locked up. Man, he put his time, man. He's rehabilitated. It's time we got to free AJ Green from Cincinnati Bungles, dog. This dude wasted his talent in Cincinnati. It's time, man. Back in the streets, we call it doing it solid, man. Mike Brown, I don't know if you know what doing it solid is. Man, please put this man out of his misery and get rid of him. And you know where he should be going to? He should be going to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Yes, Brian Gutekunst. This is talking about a makeup call. Yes, you didn't get no receiver for A-Rod in the draft. But brah, you talking about, you know what could make A-Rod a little bit happy? You know what will get A-Rod's little boom going? Give him a guy like AJ Green, man. A guy like A-Rod, he needs a veteran. You bring a guy that has that type of receipts, man. AJ Green's receipt is amazing. And you put him up with Devontae Adams. Oh my God, Guru, what are you doing, Brian Gutekunst? Man, I just hooked you up. Send that check to the mail, baby, in Seattle, Washington. Send that check, man. And I don't want to take my check in cheese either, dog. Give me that cheddar. That cheddar, man. So AJ Green to Green Bay Packers, I think that would be a marriage made in heaven, dog. Another guy sticking with the receiver train, Houston, Texas, man. Houston, we got to go. We got to go to Houston, man, because the whole Bill O'Brien debacle, man, it's just a mess, man. It's time to just start over, dog. Just start all that sketch, all that Bill O'Brien sketch, get it out of there, man. Will Fuller is going to be a great commodity for teams, dog. Will Fuller, just like John Ross, Will Fuller is actually going to be the higher, and then the second tier is John Ross. But Will Fuller is going to be key. Similar teams I mentioned. The Packers going to look for a guy like a Will Fuller. Team him up with Devontae Adams. Also, you got a team like the 49ers, like I said. Kyle Shanahan needs that deep threat. Even from Houston, when he was offensive corner with Houston with Matt Sharp guys, he had his speed guys. In DC, he had a speed guy. Kyle Shanahan needs a vertical threat, and Will Fuller fits that bill. Also, like I mentioned, Sean McVay also need a vertical threat, because if y'all don't realize what's been the little chink in the Rams offense, when Brandon Cooks is gone, man, right now the offense is horizontal. You could just sit and they're gonna come right at you, dog. So I think a guy like a Will Fuller would definitely elevate the Rams offense and Jared Goff. All right, another sneaky receiver that I think he should be on the trading block that a guy should be trading for is Marvin Jones Jr. in Detroit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's doing over there in Detroit. He's just falling down, man. He got to get out of there, man. He's a sneaky good veteran receiver that's always high point the ball. He's an aggressive catcher. Like, he's a sneaky good receiver, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I see him going to a place like the New England Patriots. You know, they have a history of, you know, getting guys like that, and he fits the mold of a veteran receiver who's been around the block a couple of times. He knows offenses, so I think he could be a definitely target for my man Bill Belichick and company, because at the end of the day, the receiving core out there, man, they need help, bro. Like, let us be real. And I just think the relationship in Detroit with Bob Quinn and Patricia and Bill Belichick, I just think that could benefit both parties as far as Marvin Jones leaving and going into New England. Speaking of New England, I think New England is also going to make a move. I see them making a move for Stephon Gilmore. I think Stephon Gilmore is going to be part of that move. I think they're rebuilding. I mean, they don't. What can we say? The Patriots ain't. I mean, it is. I said they're going to go 5-10. I mean, 5-11. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check out my New England Patriots schedule preview, man. I did in the beginning of the season. 5-11, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're looking like they're going to be a 5-11 team. And so basically just worry about the draft, man. Get about the draft picks. So I think Stephon Gilmore is the best commodity they have, so they could get rid of him. I think he should also go to Detroit. I think that should make sense. Marvin Jones, Stephon Gilmore, and a couple of and some draft picks. I think Bill will love that. And also, Detroit, we love that with Stephon Gilmore. Imagine now, you have Stephon Gilmore to help the young guy, the young kid, Jeff Okudah. I mean, it's just keeping it solid, baby. It's like everybody wins, you know? That's what it is. Sometimes it's like, you got to play this game so everybody wins. Gilmore wins. He goes back to a system he's familiar with, and then he could be able to help people, a young guy like Jeff Okudah out. So it just makes sense, man. If it makes sense, it makes dollars, dog. So I anticipate Bill Belichick to make that move for Stephon Gilmore going into the Detroit Lions. We got to go to Cleveland, man. The Cleveland Browns with tight end David Njoku. Let's just be real, man. I mean, David Njoku is a beast, bro. But he's missed. He's lost in his shuffle. You know what I'm saying? He's lost in his shuffle in Cleveland, man. They brought up Austin Hooper, and I love me Harrison Bryant. Like, the kid, I told y'all, look, y'all go check out the draft pick. If y'all like this, man, subscribe, hit that bell right now. And not only that, but y'all go check out my draft pick prospect I did on Harrison Bryant coming out of FAU. I told you, he was my number one ranked tight end coming into the draft, and I tell you, in 2 years, he's probably going to be the best tight end in football. So I know my man Steph Konsky and those guys noticed that. So get rid of my man David Njoku, and I think the great two landing spot that I love for my man David Njoku. One place is New England. Obviously, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? New England need that type of tight end. He's a vertical threat tight end. He's a pass-catching tight end to that Aaron Hernandez type of mold. You know what I'm saying? So another team that I think really could definitely use him, man, I think the Arizona Cardinals. I think he fits perfectly with the Cliff Kingsbury situation. You have Kyler Murray, and then you put David Njoku, and then you have D-Hop, man. I'm talking about Kingsbury. Hey, Steve Kim, dog, I'm giving y'all I'm throwing y'all, dog. This is what I do. I'm giving y'all a little kudos, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just free right now. Next one, I'm gonna send y'all an invoice, man. David Njoku would fit perfectly, man, because he's better than that Arnold kid y'all try to finesse. Like, I'll peep y'all. Hey, trust me, I scout y'all. That little Arnold kid y'all thought, no. David Njoku would definitely be a step up as far as that. And your offense right there, woo, would take definitely the next step, man. So I think that should be something my man Steve Kim and the Arizona Cardinals definitely take a look at, man. We got to go to Takarist, my man Tack McKinley, dog, the defensive end. Put it like this. It's not working out at ATL for Tack. It's not working out. Like, it is not working out. He's been there, this going to his fourth season? It's not working out. He had a career about 17 and a half sacks in 4 years, 3 to 4 years. No, that's this. Nothing is working out in ATL, Shawty. So I think a great landing spot for this kid, man, could be in Arizona. Speaking of Arizona, obviously Chandler Jones with the injury and him out for the season. This kid right here could definitely get a second chance in his career. So Arizona got a nice young team. The kid is only 27 years old, man. So I still think he got some potential. So I think that could be a definitely good situation. Hey, Steve Kine, I told you the first one is free. The second one, you get an invoice from me, dog. You got David Njoku, and you got this guy right here, McKinley. Now y'all talking about definitely being a playoff contender and a real playoff scary team, man. And to finish it all off, man, I want to go to Minnesota, man, with Mike Zimmer and company, man, and my man Spillman. You know, they're all basically starting over, man. They already threw in the towel. They know what it is, man. And I think one thing they should do is get rid of my man Anthony Harris. Yes, Anthony Harris is a beast. The safety, yes, he's a beast, but I think he's a commodity, man. I think you get some value for him right now, just like the same way they did for Yannick and Dakwe. We could do the same thing. One of the best landing spot I think would be a desperation landing spot. I think they should go right there, call Jerry and those boys in Dallas, man. I think it's a no-brainer. They needed a safety. They've been needing a safety since 2001, since the Raw Williams days, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And this kid right here, Anthony Harris, is a baller on the low. Y'all might not know it, man, but the guru would know it. I'm all about the film work, man. Y'all, even this dude even have stats, man. He was like, I think he led the league in picks 2 seasons ago. Either way, I think he will fit perfectly in Dallas because they don't have a safety. You know, match him up with the young guys out there with Trayvon Diggs and company, man, and just build for the future, man. So I think Jerry and company go to Minnesota and hollow out Spillman and look at Anthony Harris, man. These guys I just named might be their last game playing at the respectable team, man. If their GM is smart, they better listen to the guru and get rid of those guys and let them be at the landing spot that I mentioned, man. So I want to hear from you guys, man. What's y'all's opinion? Because, hey, I'm the G to the U to the R to the U. And like always, it's not about the analytics. It's about the I-alytics. And I am out.